Hi everyone, it's Helen here and thank you for joining me for today's video. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to put together the Geo gift bag die set. This is from my new collection, Autumn Fun, and this is a cute little bag. You can have it with the handles like this one here, but today we're going to be making a version of this with these straps here. So I'm going to be making like a rucksack sort of school bag style, and it's going to be autumn themed as well. So I'm using my new papers here. These are the Autumn Fun papers. They are absolutely lovely. So I've gone for the mushrooms and the red spotty dot ones, and I'll also be using the Autumn Fun stamp set, and that is a duo. It comes with the coordinating dies, so you can cut those out as well. So I'm going to be doing the squirrel. So I've already cut one out already. This is a large die, so you do need a large format die cutting machine. So I've gone for the mushroom papers there, and here is the die set here. So I'm just going to take that off. It does not come with the magnetic sheet. That is my own. I like to, when I work on a die set, I like to just pop it all down on a magnetic sheet so it doesn't get lost. Okay, so this does have a direction. We have a directional paper here, so I've trimmed this down to A4, so that's 8 1/4, and this is the top here and this is the base here at the bottom there. Kind of gets lost there, but anyway, so let's pop that on there, and then I'm going to run that through. So I'm using the Couture Creations Go Power and Emboss, but this will run perfectly fine through a Big Shot Plus or a Gemini, the larger Gemini, not the Junior, just the normal size one. Okay, so I'm going to keep this section here because that's going to make a really nice offcut. Okay, so this has done all of the score lines. So grabbing my bone folder, I'm just going to press everything down, and then we can get this together. So this section here does actually fold out that way because it is the gusset of the gift bag. So we do have some funny diagonal lines here where it wants to continue up there, but the score line continues up the top. So just do your best with that, and then I'm going to be using some red tape as well for that. Okay, so there's two sections here that I want to add my tape to, just to these two on the side here. There is another tab up there, but I like to keep that loose, and I will explain why once we get to that point. So I'm only going to add adhesive to these two flaps here. I'm using red tape because it's super strong, and again, everything that I'm using today is linked down below. I always keep forgetting to say that at the beginning of the video. That's quite an important thing, because I do get a lot of questions asking where can I get this, where can I get that. So everything that I'm showing today, I tend to just or anything I show in my videos, you will find it in the description. If it's not in the description, let me know and I can add a link there. Okay, so I'm just adding more tape here because we are going to be overlapping these. Okay, so do the same on the other one, but literally just these two here. Don't worry about adding any tape to the bottom flap. Take off the flaps here for this first one. Sorry, the flaps of the first one, that doesn't even make sense. Let's take off the backing on the flaps. Okay, so we're going to have these foot to foot. So it should be in this orientation. I'm just going to overlap the bottom flaps, and we're just going to make sure we literally go up to the score line, but we don't actually cover it, so it's just like that. So you should have something that now looks like that, and I'm just going to add another bit of tape just to this section here. I forgot to do this live on my demonstration at Create and Craft, and it caused me a bit of bother because I didn't add the tape here, so it's quite important to get this tape together. So to get this bag put together with the tape on those sections too. Okay, Right, let's remove all of the backing tape now on all of the strips. There we go. Those do like to kind of stick to you. They're very static. There we go, last one. Right, so let's get this assembled. We're going to be adding the side flaps in first. Oh, I forgot to fold that one. There we go. Okay, so we're going to add the side flaps in first as we work up our way. So we're going to be building this bag as we go up. So I'm now going to add the tab for this one just here, and then I'm just going to add this one there. There we go. It's a whole lot easier if you glue the first the base tab there. It's a bit of a nightmare if you don't have that in place. And again, use red tape for this. It's so much easier with the red tape, it really is. Okay, so let's get our next one on. There we go. And there we have our last flap now. We need to work our way on the inside there. That was sticking out. In you go. And then we have our last one there. Okay, so let's talk about this extra flap at the top here that I have not glued down. So I'm just going to put the flap over there. No, we want that inside. Okay, so what is the purpose of this top flap? Let me grab the die set here. Okay, so I've used pattern paper for this one. So we have the ability here to fold this inwards and tuck it in, and we can add a bit of glue. I found the best way to do that is to not glue these side tabs here. That's just kind of like expansion room, because it doesn't really want to fold inside something perfectly. That's just the nature of folding something in. You kind of get that when you're making a fabric one as well with the sewing machine. However, if you're using just ordinary plain cardstock, you can trim this off the top completely. So this is basically so that you can have the pattern showing on the inside. So just fold all that in. There we go. Fold it all in, and then you have this pattern here visible, just like that, when you have it open like that. And if you want to, you can add a bit of glue just underneath this flap here. So I'm going to do that. I have some Cosmic Shimmer inside this tiny little squeezy bottle. I do get questions about these squeezy bottles, so these are linked down below as well. Just going to add a bit of glue just under here as well. That's all I find that I need to do. And we have these extra score lines here, so the bag does actually fold inwards to get this lovely shape. Okay, so just pop that in as well on the other side. Okay, now there is an option in the die set to have these holes here for a ribbon tie, so I've just taped mine there so it doesn't get lost. Run that through before you put the bag together if you want to have the ribbon ties. If you do forget, just grab a hole punch. It's not a biggie. You can just do the same with a hole punch if you actually forget that. Okay, there is the glue done. Right, so let's move on to the top here. So you can trim this off and you can have it as a mat. It's a sort of a fish shape. You can make a fish scene if you want to. I'm going to use this as a flap like so. So it's going to be a closure for our bag. So let's get that popped on, and then I'm going to use some Velcro pads. I did find some on Amazon.com for the US people. I will do my best to link those again. I did get a few questions the last time I used these, so I want to be as resourceful as possible, and there's no point in teasing people that can't actually, you know, get hold of them. So I'll do my best to actually link things. But I did find a US on Amazon.com for these. They are available on the UK on the .co.uk at Amazon, and you can get them in packs of 100 or a pack of 20, I think. Okay, so let's get this glued on. So you can pop this inside just like so, or you can pop it on the outside. I'm just going to pop it on the outside. It may not look too pretty, but this is it is stitched around there as well. So close these together and then pop that on there, and then leave that to dry. So I've got that all lined up. I'm not ready yet to do the Velcro backing just yet. We're going to deal with that in a moment. Okay, that's kind of created as a little stand for that to stand up on. Okay, so I've cut 2 of these handles. Again, these are stitch detail. It kind of disappears with the patterned paper, so I'm going to pop those on there. Again, this would look really great with some ordinary plain red cardstock as well. That's really going to pop on this lovely woodland theme here. So this is a woodland theme on some of these papers. As you can see, this is an autumn woodland theme because we have the orange leaves, which are absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I've popped those down first. I'm going to wait for those to dry before I bend these up just like so to make a little rucksack. So let's deal with the front side and take that backing off. As you noticed, I've chopped it in half. It does make your Velcro pads last that little bit longer. Okay, I'm gently pressing that down, and then I'm using my nail just to make sure that it stays in that place while I peel that off, and then I'm going to give that a really good press. Same for this one here, give that a really good press, and we can close that down. This is a really cute little bag, and now what I'm going to do is just add my glue just to the top halves, and then I'm going to line that up actually with this detail there. Actually, that might look good, maybe just off to the side. Actually, yeah, there we go. Have an experiment of where you think it would look the best. If you really don't like the look of this tab, just glue it on the inside of the bag. And there we have our nice little bag. I need to wait for that glue to dry. I'm going to add a bit more glue because I did peel it off. If you peel something off, you might just have to add a bit more glue to get that stuck down again. Okay, so let's do some decorating now. That wants to come off. Okay, I'm going to hold that, I'm going to pinch that there, and I have here a little squirrel. I've got a little black mark there, so I'm going to cover that up. So I have a treat for you. I think I'm going to put that you there, and I will show you the stamp set again. This is the Autumn Fun stamp set, and I've used the coordinating dies. It comes as a twin pack, so you don't have to choose. So it comes with these dies already, and you can cut out the squirrel there and also the words as well. So that should now be stuck down really well. This is really nice. I'm loving how this is coming together. So let's get everything popped down. So this is going to go just here. I think it looks nice just plain actually, but I do like to add a bit of accent detail. That will go in the middle there, maybe just off the center. Have a dry run and play around and audition your bits and bobs before you decide what you're going to do. And this is going to be my dry run. Okay, so I like the way that looks, so I'm just going to glue all that down. There is a little bit of a foam pad there for the squirrel, so I have rescued this from another project that I did. I didn't like the way the bag turned out, so that went in the recycling, and I've kept the high value stuff. So the high value, what I mean by high value is the stuff that I've spent time cutting out and stamping and colouring in and all that. So for me, this is the high value stuff. I can easily make another bag. going to stick this over that little black mark. There we go. A treat for you. So you can even add some more bits and bobs down at the bottom as well. So here is my lovely little bag. Again, you can make a little hold bag here. You can even have it with these side wings outwards, so you can have it just like that as well. You can have it just like that if you wanted a little bit more space in the bag, but that does look a bit awkward. But again, that is a lovely tote bag shape, so you can add a nice handle across there. That would look really nice too. But I just love the shape of this bag when it's folded up. It's also got that sort of a Halloween shape as well. But anyway, I'm waffling on now. I could talk forever about this cool little bag. Again, it's really wide as well. It's lovely. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this one. Everything that I've used today is listed down below, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye for now.